Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well and having a good day. Welcome. Um, also, Rosie, you sent me a lot of money off stream, and I need. You helped us hit the second goal of the Donathon, so I have something special for you. Ada ada, ada ada. You get an ada ada, and I would like to draw you a full body chibi, if that's okay with you. What do you think? We can talk about it more after stream, but yeah? Okay. Let me write it down so I don't forget. Hi, Dano. Welcome on in. Wowdy. Also, hi, wife. You okay? I love you. Wow. Sorry, my wife just got back. Wow. I hope you're doing well, Dano. Welcome on in. Yeah, Rosie, I would love to draw you a full body chibi. Since you helped me out a lot and you helped us hit our second goal. So yeah, if you're down, I would love to do that. We can talk about it more after stream if you want. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. It's great to see y'all. Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee! I'm excited. I kept meaning to ask you, and I wanted to ask you on stream, so. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day. I know I keep saying that. I'm having a decent day. I had a pretty big breakfast, so I'm kind of full. I'm almost done my coffee, and I'm ready to party. Yeah, I think we're gonna do some art today because I started working on that emote for the first goal, the salute emote. Hi, Iris. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, friend. We just started. Good timing. But yeah, I think we're gonna work on the salute emote today. But yeah, let's talk about. Oh, sorry, I just bonked the mic. Let's talk about the Donathon goals. Oh, oh, yeah. Hi, Iris. Oh wow. I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. Here we are. Okay. So, oh, you didn't know the emote. Yeah, we decided on a salute emote. So yeah, you'll get to see that today. Um, yeah, can you guys see that? Hold on. I need to look at my stream real quick. Okay. For some reason in OBS, it looks like the $200 goal isn't crossed off, but it looks like on stream for you guys it is crossed off. So that's good. um but yeah, so we hit our second goal off stream thanks to Rosie. Thank you again, Rosie. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so I got to plan a future Discord movie night. So hopefully, like, maybe we can chat about movies today or something. Decide what movie we want to watch. You can also leave suggestions in the Discord server. There's a suggestion box channel. I have to fucking sneeze. Ugh. But yeah, our next goal is $300. We're exactly at $200 right now, so movie night, yeah. Um, yeah, so we're gonna have a movie night. Next goal, if we hit $300, I'll raffle off a sticker from my fourth wall shop. I'll have to look into it again, but I think it if I think it only covers US shipping. Um but I can try and I might be able to cover like Canadian shipping myself if one of y'all wins. Um we'll see. We'll see when if we hit that goal. But yeah, I can raffle off stuff from my fourth wall shop. So I'm gonna raffle off a sticker. And then later on, if we hit other goals, there's stuff for raffles like a t-shirt and a full body art from me and an emote from me. Actually, at $400 will be an emote from me raffle. One of you will win a custom emote from me. I'm rambling. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to hitting some more goals. I did extend the donathon because my car is really fucked and I really need money to fix it. So here we are. But yeah, you check out the pinned message or at any point !donathon. I updated the message so that it's correct. The donathon will end on May 18th. So we have a while to hit the goals, but yeah, check out my website. The non-streamer will win the emote raffle again. Hell yeah. That was awesome. Now we got the soup emote and people love the soup emote. um yeah, I don't think oh yeah, let's talk individual donation incentives. So for $10, I will do 10 squats. Exactly, soup. $25 will get you a full body chibi from me, and for $50, I will do an ara ara. I did one earlier. I did one for Rosie. Soup. Look at that soup. But yeah, thank you all so much for contributing so far. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope we've been having fun with the donathon so far. I really appreciate y'all. Oh, look at it. Look at my fucking forehead. My fucking forehead. Soup. Look at the soup. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah. Uh thank you for the head pats. I was on Rosie's stream the other day and she inspired me to start doing the task thing again. So you can probably see it on the box on the right side of the screen at the bottom. It says tasks. So you can add tasks to my overlay. Like, I don't know. I'll show you an example. So we're going to draw right now. So I'll add a task that says line work. It can be more than one word. I'm just doing one word right now. Line work. And so then it adds the task to my overlay. And then once I finish that task, it'll be crossed off. And you can add a new task. But yeah, you can also check out my list of commands to see the task commands. They're on there. But also if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. But for now, I think we should get to working on art. I've been yapping for so long. I am yapping. Bottom text. Here I am.
A worm?
A worm? Alright, so we got the salute emote. Start your thumbnail. Hell yeah. And it's purple like your username. Nice. Alright, let me get my tablet set up. You might hear some noises because I don't want to mute. It's me shuffling things around my tiny little desk. And I need to put my my artist glove on to protect, and my wrist brace. I'm doubling up. We got 2 layers. Yeah, here's the salute emote. It looks really messy right now because it's a bunch of folders on top of each other. I love how colorful your sketching is. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Um, yeah, I like to sketch in bright colors. It brings less despair. I just really like colors. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how long today's stream will be either. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm always busy. Bald, 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 bald. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate you. Okay. So I gotta do lines. Um, yeah, let's get rid of the hand and the hair, and we'll start with the symmetrical stuff. Make it real easy. I'm gonna adjust my mic too, actually. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute. Hello, I am back. Okay, let's focus. I can't focus. Make sure I'm on the right brushes. Yes, but not the right color. There we go. We're still in fall in Stardew, right? I'm not sure. um, I think so. I think it's like right before winter. I have no idea. I can boot up Stardew later if you want. I'm trying to think and I'm just like, oh, the last Stardew I played was on like um my I'll just put fall for now. Okay, no worries. Uh it was winter and on it was on Guano Farm on my stream farm. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember. So yeah, I don't remember what's happening on Collab Farm. Yeah, what's everyone up to? I hope everyone's doing well. Having a good. Wonder if your VOD is still up. It should be. I've uploaded a lot of Donathon video VODs recently though. Iris is vibing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love thick lines, and I cannot lie. I'm sorry. Half of that sentence came out, and then I remembered the song, and so I had to say it. I'm about to say it. Bless you. Um, I'll just keep going on the ears for now. Also, this emote's gonna be kinda experimental because fall 28th. Oh, so we're, like, basically gonna be in winter. Oof. Um, yeah, this emote's gonna be experimental because I kinda wanna change up how I do emotes. Or I might, like, offer a new style of emote or something. It looks good so far, thank you. Ear. Ear. Exactly, ear wiggles. We love the wiggles. Not those wiggles. Fruit salad? Yummy, yummy. Am I gonna get DMCA'd now? Exactly, you get it, Dano. Copyright strike. I hope not. I don't want a copyright strike. Okay, let's do matcha DMCA real. Next emote, yeah. That would be funny. What would I even do for that emote? I have no idea what I would do. Matcha singing. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That'd be funny. Matcha with the word ban on top. I should do a matcha band emote. An ad starting soon already? Oh my god. The first 30 minutes of stream go by so fast. Yeah, I do have TOS. Oh, we're good. I really like how these lines are coming out, to be honest. Tasty lines. Yes. Thick. I love a good thick line. I wish I had tongue tracking because I stick out my tongue a lot when I draw. that normal? Is this a normal person thing? It's pretty normal. I could do this while I draw, but I have to press a button to do this. Flip. Cute. Yeah. I love this model. I'm so glad that I got my hands on it. That makes it sound kind of sketchy. I paid for it. I could show you my receipt. I paid for this model. And then I paid my another bat friend of mine to do the texture and stuff. I'm just gonna leave my tongue out. I'll forget about it eventually. It's very cute. Yeah, Skip, uh, Matcha paid for it totally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I felt the need to clarify because like 3D model theft is like horrible and a thing that happens. And I just wanted to make it clear that I would not rip someone's model. That's horrible. But yeah, Skip did an amazing job at doing the base, and Jacques did an amazing job at uh everything else. I don't understand how 3D modeling works, so I'm sure Iris would know. Iris, big brain. 3D modeling scary. Yeah, I believe you. Is my tongue clipping through my chest fur? Hold on. Yeah. Mmm, hair. I didn't know I could make that noise. Anyways, we're almost done the base, the head. So head? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm cleaning my chest for like a cat. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm so weird. Ad starting in 1 minute. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm so weird. Uh, let me add. How do I add a stream marker? I think I did it. My stream deck gave me a check mark, so I think I did it right. I'm gonna go back and clip that. I don't know what this song is, but I'm not feeling it. I want um sure. Sure, that works. This is a good song. Yeah, it's Heartbeat. I know what it is, but still, that's fair. You gotta get everyone else to listen to it. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I was like, Iris, why are you doing exclamation point song? You know this song. Fair enough. Oh well. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little sniffly. Yeah, spread awareness. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good ad. Oops. Oh, I need to add the white lines. Not those kind. Mini. Looking. Okay. Um, New layer. I'll mess around with that in a second. Okay, now I need to name my layer. And color it. Boop. Yellow. New folder. Lines. Um. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm so sniffly. Oh, this is another banger. Nice. Oh god. Look at it. Look at the blep. Look at the blep. Okay, that looks good. You lurkin'. You lurkin'. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Okay. So the lines for that are good. And I said I would do the line work. Is this the instrumental? Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave it on. Um I'm gonna stretch. I will do that after I set a new task because I want to color this.
¿Quieres?
Kiddos, I will also hydrate. So that's how you complete a task. Exclamation point, task F. And then it'll mark 1 out of 2 tasks done. So we have 2 tasks up there, and 1 is complete. Rosie's still working on her thumbnail. Also stretch wrist. Yeah, I usually try to when I'm drawing. Oh, sorry. Task A, color head face. I'll just say color head. Cool. Okay, now I will stretch and then I will hydrate. I I keep seeing on Twitter. Oh, stretching my back. I keep seeing on Twitter like people saying that you should have like a big grip thing for your tablet pen, but like hell yeah, Rosie, good job. Um, but like um yeah, like someone has this link to like this big grippy tablet pen for like a Wacom tablet pen. Um, and I want to get one, but I want to find one that will fit on my pen. Yeah, I don't know. Anyone know anything about this? What's the deal with tablet pen grippers? Put those grippers away. I know nothing. That's okay. Need to edit this a little bit. Get my reference in there. Boop. Um, boop. Oh yeah, this is gonna look good. That looks perfect. Um, I've heard of it. I hear it makes holding pen less stressful. I've sometimes made my own by just wrapping things around the pen. Okay, that's fair. I've been using the same pen for like a year, if not longer, so I know nothing either. Me too, Rosie. I've had this tablet for a very long time and she's still doing real good. She's really scratched up, but like, it is what it is. Oh, I need to hide the white lines. So it makes it easier to color. Um, it's still functional. That's good. Also be an adjustment to work with the big grip thing. True. I just what's going on here? Oh gosh. I do have some like I have some issues with my dominant hand, my right hand. So I feel like it might be helpful for me, but like uh I don't know, I don't want to waste money on something that doesn't work for me. Thank you, baby. My wife is offering to help me. Oh, based wife moment. Yeah, true. Based wife moment. Um, I know it looks creepy right now, but just trust the process. I look dead inside, but it'll look fine. Edit Instagram speed paint drawing. Good luck, Rosie. You got this. Excuse me. I had a hiccup. That's why I said it weird. Oh wait, no. My mouth goes like this. Perfect. Saw a thing where someone has an old art glove, they put a hacky sack inside at the palm. Huh, interesting. I see what you mean. Doing all my content prep today when I should have done it yesterday, but better late than never. Yeah, true. Better late than never. At least you're doing it, yeah. I I wanted to stream yesterday, but I didn't. It was so nice out. I just wanted to be outside. The gloves I use are compression gloves, so I don't want to stretch them out. Oh, understandable. That makes sense. Enjoy the sun. I did enjoy the sun. It was beautiful. Really nice where I lived yesterday. Yeah, I needed to take a break. I was gonna do more work things yesterday, but it didn't happen. Did not happen. Um, okay. Think I just need to do the eyes now on this layer. Okay. It took a while to save. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Eye base, yellow. Eye, oh, eye detail. Make it yellow. Base is green. Why is it like bleeding into the black? I don't understand. I am looking. All right, now we go eye detail. Got a darker green. Green. Looking. I need to remake that eye emote. I keep thinking that I need to remake it, and then I just don't. No worries, Iris. Have a good lurk. Thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm doing another stretch. Oh, I forgot to hydrate. I need to hydrate. Oh,
¿Quieres?
get us? Double hydrate. I'll do a big sip. Oh, I die. Thank you for the lurk, Iris. Take care, friend. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I did a big sip. Redoing eyes emote? I'm thinking about it. That's all I got right now. Oh, excuse me. My throat made a noise. Yeah, that's good. I need that. Beautiful. All right, let's get the white lines back. That looks better. I look less soulless, but I do look bald. I look very bald. um, I think I got all the colors. Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not sure what I want to do about shading. So I'm just gonna do the other layers. Yeah, I'm done the color. So let's close that layer. Open up the hair layer. Sketch 50. And we'll boop, get rid of that. Matcha shave head donation goal. I mean, like in real life or my model. In real life, I would do it, but I wouldn't show pictures of it, so I don't know if you guys would believe me. Also, has sub only mode been on this whole time? Both? I don't have a bald toggle. If I had a bald toggle, I would. Also, sub only mode can't be on because Iris was chatting, but she's a mod. Um, no, it was off. Disabled. Okay. Okay, weird. I don't know what's going on there. Lines. Um, turnip pen, yes. All right. Get that color. Yeah, I would. Okay, I would. I'm tempted to shave my head already. But yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable sharing pictures. um. Yeah, if my model could go bald, I don't know how to do that, but I would absolutely do that too. It is a good suggestion, and I appreciate it. Fair, yeah. I have this thing where like I just get so fed up with my hair in real life. Like I just oh wait, I finished my goal. Um but I just get so sick of my hair and I want to cut it all off and then I want to grow it all out and then I want to cut it all off. Man, it's frustrating. Tempted to buzz my hair off too. Hell yeah. I think it's a good look. I like it. Um so that's the hair done. I buzzed my head a few years ago, I think. I think I looked okay. That's all I got though. Okay. All right. We just got to do the hand now. So let me disappear that. And 50 lines. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Currently have both sides of head buzz with the rest growing long, which I also really like the look of. I have a really similar style right now, but that is a good look. Um, yeah, I love a shaved head, like an undercut. It's very fun. Um, that don't look right. Yeah, I needed to make it smaller. Singular bean. Yes, just one bean. Um, how does that look? I think that looks okay. Singular bean. One lonely bean. It's not lonely anymore though. Now there are two beans. Ain't two beans that girl from Near Automata? No? Oops. Ooh, I might have to take a break soon. Soon-ish. We're almost at an hour. Um, yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah, we need to plan our Discord movie night. I don't know what movie we should watch. We could do another Ghibli movie. Those are always good. Um, an ad starting soon. Um, what other movies could we do? I'm not sure. I'll think of a few and then I'll like Ghibli's always a good choice. Yeah. Megamind. Oh god. Maybe. I'm not the biggest Megamind fan, unfortunately. I know I might get called out for that. Isn't there a Megamind 2 now? Sag? Yeah. I don't really know and watch any movies, so I'm really down for anything. Hell yeah. I would do like a horror movie, but not everyone is like a horror movie fan. Maybe like around Halloween I'll do a horror movie. But yeah. Megamind 2 is out, but it's direct to home video quality. Oh my god. That sounds great. What do you mean? Coming soon to own on DVD and video cassette. Good job, Rosie. I forgot to edit my task. What is my task? Color head. Okay. I finished that. Um Finish emote. Cool. Look, we only have one more task left to do and it's mine. Yeah, I really like this task thing. It's really neat and it works well. And it's really easy to set up. This is the one I sent to you, Rosie. So if you need help setting it up, I don't mind helping you out. Cuz it does take like a tiny wee bit of coding, but yeah. Purple. Why they purple? When I do another work stream, help would be good. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's colored. I don't have any detail color to add to that. So I'll just get rid of this folder. I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I've been keeping hydrated. Anyways, um, oh yeah, I just have to finish this emote. I'm not sure if I want to shade it. Um, I might. It's kind of hard to tell. Hmm. Hmm. It won't be too hard to shade. Shaking matcha. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good ad break. I'm just deciding what I want to do right now. Shading might be able to bring out the hand more. That's what I'm thinking. If you don't want to do that, that's fine too. Um, yeah, I think I'll shade it. It won't be too hard. Yeah, let's do that. Um, I'm debating on taking a break. I'm not sure. Um, break could be good. Yeah. Yeah. Let me let me just ramble while I look at some messages. Um, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for being here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think I should take a break. Yeah, let's do a break. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some words on stream on and we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna rest my body. Um I'll turn off I'll turn off the blep. And yeah, we're gonna play some words on stream. We're gonna have a good time. And I'll be back soon. Make sure you check out the Donathon goals and check out my Ko-fi if you'd like to donate. We're $100 away from our next goal. Um, yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Take care. Have fun with words on stream. BRB.
got mail.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. And Mozzie, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you again. I really appreciate it, and I hope you had a great art stream. We're doing art right now. I'm just working on an emote. I'm a little bald right now, but hold on. Let me show you the rest of it. It's a salute. We gotta shade it, though, because it's a little kind of blends together too much because of the blue. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day too. You're making a fish person model. Oh, interesting. I love fish people. Fish are so cool. Yeah, I'm sure it looks great. And yeah, thank you so much for the raid. If you need to go eat or rest or anything, go take care of yourself if you wanna. And yeah, I hope you have an awesome day. And raiders, welcome on in. If you don't know me, my name is Matcha. I use they, he pronouns, and I am a cyberbat who lives in your PC. Um, right now I'm working on an emote for myself. We're doing a donathon right now, and my first goal was chat decides on a new emote for me to make for the channel. So I'm doing a salute emote. That's what chat wants. Trying a bit of a different style and enjoying it so far. So yeah, if you want to stick around, I would really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have an awesome day. Exactly. Yes, sir. Oh gosh, hold on. I need to refresh um something real quick. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna shade this starting with the head. Um oh, there I go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, we're gonna shade this right now. I'm gonna do it. I won't hesitate. The little guy is moving. He is. He is going. I wish I could make it make a noise every time it hit a corner. Have a good lurk, Dano. Thank you so much for sticking around. BRB, no worries. No worries. Okay. I can minimize that again. So I just need to shade it. Oh, that was delayed. Because it was doing the bounce. Whenever the bounce happens. Oh, why aren't these clipping? There we go. Whenever the bounce happens, Mix It Up has to wait until it's done to run any other commands. Which is a little annoying. But it's not the worst. It's not unbearable. I do love Mix It Up though. It's probably the best app I've used for like redeems and stuff. And it's free. That's craziness. But yeah, we are doing a donathon right now. Right now we are $100 away from our third goal, which is I will give away a sticker on stream. Sticker raffle. Mix It Up is so good. I love it. Um, yeah, I'll raffle off a sticker. One lucky winner will get one. So yeah, stick around and check out the pinned message or this if you'd like more info. Because it's been really fun so far. I'll be streaming until May 18th. Probably not every single day. I can't handle that. Um, but I'll stream as often as I can. I'll do what I can. I really love streaming, but I can't do it that much. I can't I wish I could do longer streams like some people, but my body and my brain just can't do it. Easy burnout? Yeah. Like, I love my friends and I love talking to people, but I am a very anxious introvert. I have big anxiety. Um, yeah. I just get too scared and I need my alone time, I need my recharge time. But yeah, I would love to do longer streams if I was physically able to and mentally. 'Cause mental health is important, y'all. Some people still don't believe in it, but it's true. Big anxiety is no fun. It really isn't. It really sucks. I've been trying to work through it for a very long time, but it's not easy. Not easy. Aw, thank you for the hug, Rosie. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, we're good. We got a bit of lag while I was saving. Boop 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 boop. Oh, what is my task? Hold on. I forgot about the tasks. Finish emote. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. We got 5 out of 7 tasks done. Hell yeah. Great job, everyone. Rosie's task is lunch break. Yummy. I have not had lunch. I don't really I don't really well, have I had lunch? I don't know. I eat like brunch. And I don't really eat breakfast or lunch. I eat brunch. And I like snack throughout the day. I kind of do that too. Yeah, yeah. I got you. Sometimes I just don't eat breakfast. Yeah, me too. Sometimes I don't eat until like 2 or 3. Sometimes I just wake up really late. Okay, we gotta shade the rest of the face. We're very close to being done. I have something else I could try and sketch out after, but I don't know how long I want to stream. I do want to stream longer, but I also really don't. It hasn't even been 2 hours yet, though. Hmm. Hmm. Almost done. I'm sticking my tongue out again. All right, that's all good. Let's move on to the highlights. This sounds like Portal music. Oops. No, don't cut the entire layer. That was a misclick. Oh, thank you so much, Rosie. I appreciate it. Yeah, shading. I have a love-hate relationship with shading. It's really tedious, but it really helps a piece come together, I think. It always intimidates me, but thank you. It means a lot you saying that. Whenever people are really nice about my art, it's just like, aw shucks. It making me blush. I really like a thick, vibrant, dramatic shading. Aw, hi Sparks, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Look, I made that emote. I made that Sparks emote. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Today we're working on an emote for myself. A bit of a different style than I usually do. Yeah, and those ones. Champ and the high one. Hell yeah. Doing well enough? I'm doing okay. Having a good time. With a donathon. Um, and yeah, I'm having a pretty good day today. Just got back from break and I'm feeling ready to party. Yeah, I'm glad that you're doing okay. I'm almost done this emote. Oh, let me zoom out. It will be a salute. The hand kind of blends into the hair, so that I'm shading it to hopefully fix that. Yeah, I really like how it's coming out so far. Really happy with it. Yeah. I I'm glad you guys like my shading. Um, that's better. I don't have to do too much to the eyes because 'cause they're already shaded. Oh, oh god, what have I done? Okay, fixed it. Oh god. Nah, I'm just gonna leave that. Alright, I think I'm all done with this folder. I wanna change the eyebrows a little bit. This is a little too thick. That's better. Oh, and I forgot the eyelid. Um, I think that looks great. Oh, and ad's starting soon. Good luck, everyone. Close that layer. Let's shade the hair next. Um, I gotta move around some layers first. There we go. Okay. Oops. What song is playing right now? It's not the vibe, unfortunately. This is the vibe. Okay. We are shading the hair. Wrong layer. You finished your task. Let's go. Good job, Rosie. I hope you had a good lunch. Ooh, cheese and crackers. Yum. Yeah, that's always good. That hits the spot. Oh, I'm so sorry if you heard my neck crack just then. Oh no, now you gotta do work emails. Good luck. I believe in you. All right. I should probably, yeah, I should add that over top so that I can shade it appropriately. Oh yeah, that's way better with the shading. I'm glad I decided to shade it. Okay, perfect. Mhm. Okay, we're all done with the hair. Now let's just finish up the hand. We'll do a save. And oh, I will stretch. Thank you, Dano. Oh,
¿Quieres?
¿quieres? I will also hydrate. Thank you, friend. Let me hydrate first so I don't forget this time. Add in 1 minute. Let me stretch. Ooh. All right, I have stretched and hydrated. Thank you, Dano. I appreciate it. We're almost done. We just gotta shade the hand. So close to being done. This is so goofy. Is my ad starting or what? What's going on? What's going on, Twitch? Beautiful. Let's do the highlights. There's the ad. Good luck, everyone. Almost done. I love doing art. I'm back in my art phase. I was having an art slump for a while, but I'm back. Finished that huge J Feather piece last night, and I posted that. If you haven't seen that, you should check out my Twitter or something. Um, it's over there. It's on Tumblr. It's on Blue Sky. Thank you, Rosie. I'm glad you liked it. It's in Discord. I post my art everywhere. Um, Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good ad. I'm talking about Warriors. I'm talking about how I just finished a big Warriors art piece and I was posting it. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to hunt it down. Um, I think I'm I think I'm all done this. Um, yeah, I think I'm all done. Um, let me Oh yeah. This is so goofy. Just salute. I'm doing a salute. You can't see my hand though. Just know that I'm doing it. All right. I think I'm gonna export this. And then I don't know what I'll do. Export. Um, no watermark for that one. And then we'll export it again. Watermarked. Add a watermark. That watermark is big. Okay, there we go. And let me do some wizardry and I will make it small. Emote resize. Art. Um, Boom. Okay, how does it look? It looks great. I love it. It's perfect. Alrighty. Let me close that. Close that. There we go. And let me update a thing real quick. Because I have finished this emote. Alrighty. How long have I been streaming? Just over 2 hours. Um, I know I haven't been back from break for very long, but I think I think I need to end stream. Sorry, everyone. I had a really good time today, though. Oh, good job, Rosie. I also finished my task. Woohoo! We did all our tasks. Great job, everyone. Yippee! Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Yeah, let me just put my tablet away real quick, and then I will find someone to raid. Of course, it was nice to get some things done. I'm glad I got that emote done. I really wanted to work on it on stream. Why am I so sideways? There we go. Weird. Alright, I'm gonna meet real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I reorganizing my desk after my tablet is out is a bit of a process. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you had fun with me. I had a great time. Um, who should we raid? I'm looking right now. Um, let's take a look at this channel. See what they're doing. Yeah, I always love doing a little work and lurk stream. Yeah, I think I'll raid this person. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Where's my music? Hello? There it is. Okay. Raid. Hope I spelled that right. Cool. Here's all the information you need for the raid. Copy and paste whichever message works for you. Um, yeah, check out my Discord, check out my Ko-fi. We're $100 away from our next Donathon goal. So if you'd like to contribute, check out my Ko-fi. Otherwise, okay. Here's all the information for the Donathon. Um, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Having a good time getting work done with me. And I will see you soon, hopefully tomorrow, but I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.